Hi guys, Taylor with Bonecutter Off-Road here. Today I'm going to answer some questions on the Ask Taylor segment. So if you got a question, just shoot me a DM, drop a comment, whatever you want to do, and we'll get it answered for you. So the first question is going to be, how do you deal with fear and doubt? So for me, I try to put myself in situations where it's a difficult one, and that way over time the more I do it, the more comfortable I'll get doing it, so it won't be as scary. So just doing like the harder things and not always sticking to the easy stuff. I also try to watch myself talk to myself and not be a negative Nancy. So if I'm feeding myself a bunch of like negative comments and stuff like that, it's only going to fuel the fire of doubt. And so if you just kind of pay attention to your dialogue with yourself, you can kind of turn it around and spin it in for the better. And then I also use discipline to be able to kind of curb self-doubt. So if I am doing everything that I expect myself to be doing and need to be doing as far as working out, training, riding, things for the shop, like whatever it might be, as long as I'm doing everything I'm supposed to be doing, I know come race day or whatever big event I'm getting ready to go to that I've done everything I can to be prepared for it. And so that creates confidence and kind of eliminates the self-doubt. Yeah, you're still going to be nervous and things like that, but like if you have something that you can remind yourself that like I done this, this, and this, I'm prepared to do this, it kind of helps like curve the way your mind's thinking and kind of go around it a little bit. So just like do what you're supposed to be doing, be disciplined every single day, watch what you say to yourself, and don't feed yourself full of crap and excuses. Like, so, and do hard things. Do you have any routines you do daily? So for me, my like Monday through Friday looks like I'm going to get up in between 4:30 and 5 a.m., eat a little bit of breakfast, head to the gym. It's either a weight training day or a cardio based day, whatever it might be. After that, I'm usually done about 6:30, 6:45, and then I get ready for work. I go to work from 7 to 5. After 5, I either ride, I go for a run, or a walk, whatever it might be, to kind of just chill out, reset. After I get done with that, then I cook dinner. It's usually around 7:30, 8 o'clock. And then I eat dinner, read 10 pages in the book I'm reading, watch the sunset, just relax, kind of reset, get ready. For the next day, I do my lunch prep and my clothes prep, whatever it might be, just so I can make my morning go a little bit faster. I go to bed, and yeah, so that's pretty much what I do every day. Weekends, it's either I'm going riding or I'm going racing, or I'm gonna be outside and enjoy the sunshine, fishing, whatever it might be. So I don't do a lot of different things. I just kind of stick to the routine and create good habits. How do you prefer to start your day? I definitely prefer starting my day watching the sunrise. That is one of my favorite things. I love being up before the sun and actually getting like a workout in before the sun even comes up, just because like you're already that much further ahead of other people, and then you get to enjoy the sun shine and watch it rise. A lot of times it's pretty, and I think a lot of people need to start taking the time to enjoy little things, and that's just me. Would you rather sit or stand when riding? So both have their place, but if I only had to choose one, I would definitely rather be standing, just because like every time I sit and I hit like little bumps or a little chop, it hurts. Like you don't feel as much if you're standing, so I don't know. I feel like I have better control and grip and whatnot of the bike in standing form. How do you get your bike ready before a race? Do you do it the day before or at the race? So, the race prep starts the minute the race ends. When you get home, you wash your bike. When you're washing your bike, you go over your bike. You make a list. You write stuff down that you see. You lay it on its side. You check to see if bolts are missing. That is your check. That's how you know what you need to fix if you didn't have any problems in the race. So that is step one. After you get it washed, you review your notes. You grab everything you need. Whether it's, like, say you just put 20 hours on the bike since the last spark plug and you want to do a spark plug, you get a spark plug, you get an air filter, you get oil, you get whatever, brakes, whatever it might be. Read your dirt bike diary and figure out what your bike needs for the next race. So you review all of that, you start the work, and you continue looking it over. You check every bolt, you do a lot of overkill stuff that isn't really overkill because you're not going to DNF because you took the time to review it. If you do all of this in the field, at the race site, chances are you're going to lose a part in the grass because you can't see it. You're not going to have everything you need. You're not going to be ready. You're going to DNF. So let's avoid it by doing it ahead of time. Personal problem, I don't know. That is my belief. That is how I raised. You don't work on bikes at the race. You don't. That's a big no. No. Show up ready. What advice would you give to somebody who's discouraged? So the biggest thing I would say would be to remember why you do it. Remember that we do it for fun. We don't do it for a job. And just do whatever it takes to find the joy in it again and just keep doing it. Like, if you are burnt out from racing, maybe just go to the races that you want to go to. Don't set expectations of, I gotta go to this race just because I have to, for no reason. If you're not having fun, go have fun with it. Go on a long trail ride, go do dumb crap, go see if you can jump something that you didn't think you could jump. Just have fun with it. Channel your inner kid kind of thing. Kind of think about a simpler time and where things weren't as stressful and you don't have that pressure on you, because a lot of times the pressure is pressure that you brought to yourself, and operating under pressure is a good skill to have, but over time it can remove the fun and you kind of forget about why you even do it. So that's last night my nephew had to ride by himself, and he was just riding on the little moto track, and I could tell he was getting bored because he just started riding in the last month. So him just going out and doing motos is just not something where he's at right now. And so he wanted to be done within 30 minutes. I'm like, hey, how about since you're the only one riding, you go do whatever you want to do. You go whatever direction you want to do. You go hop over a log, go ride through the rocks, just go do something that makes you have fun on the bike. And he just looked at me and he's like, what do you mean? And I said it again, and he's like, okay. And I look over, because I was washing my bike, I look over and he's riding through the endurocross track. I didn't even know he could do that. And so that's what I mean. Just go do dumb stuff you didn't think you could do and have fun with it and smile, and it'll boost your confidence, and over time that'll translate to your race results. Because if you're not having fun and you're putting too much pressure on yourself and you're getting discouraged, it's only going to get worse. You're not going to go up, you're going to go down. So just kind of, I don't know, keep that in mind. Remember why you do it, remember that it's fun, and figure out how to bring the fun back to it. What is the biggest / best advice you've gotten since you've started riding? So this one I think we talk about, I'd say, every couple weeks, and it came from Steve Levan about quitting. Every time you quit, it gets easier the next time. So if you quit one race, then it's hard for you to mentally do it. The next time you do it, it's going to be easier. And you continue that trend, it's just going to become a habit. So don't ever start the habit of quitting. Just do whatever it takes to finish. He used to say DNF when dead, but if your bones aren't hanging out and your bike still runs, why quit? You chose to be there. You chose to do this. You chose to sign up. You chose to get on your bike that day. Everything you did was a choice and a privilege. So why get rid of it by quitting? Why do that to yourself? And another thing, if you quit races often, that translates to things in your life. If everything becomes easier of not doing what you should be doing. You're supposed to go to the gym that day. Well, I don't feel like it, so I'm not going to go. or you have a little cold so you don't want to go to work. Well, I'm just going to stay in bed. Who cares? Like, don't start the habit. Just keep doing what you're supposed to be doing, smiling through it, even if it sucks, and know you'll eventually be done. Like, that's the thing. It's not like you're on the bike 24 hours a day. Most races are 2 hours, so you just got to suffer through for 2 hours. Why quit? Why? Just, I don't know. The faster you go, the faster you get done. That's what I always tell myself whenever I find my mind going in like weird spots and I need to get focused again. Don't stop till the checkers come out. So, yeah, that's probably the best advice I've ever gotten. And I'd say another one is there's no timeline as far as like you have to be at this speed by this time to do whatever. Like, yes, if you're gonna make money at this, which most individuals don't, yeah, like the earlier the better, but like, what if you first overall a race and you're 23 years old, like a local race? What if you quit whenever you were 20? You know what I mean? So like, why not just stick it out a little bit longer? Just because you're not where you think you should be based on other people's results and their ages and how they grew up and things like that doesn't mean that you're off your timeline. You don't know what you're capable of until you actually push yourself and continue and get through with what you're doing. If you stop before you reach your true potential, you're never going to reach it. Never. So when it gets hard, you just got to keep going. And those two things were probably the biggest, because like, I started riding and racing whenever I was 16, and I wasn't super serious about it until I'd say probably 19-ish, and that's kind of like, I don't even know what I did for the first 3 years other than just survive races. That, like, I didn't ride in between, and I didn't try to get better, and I didn't try to do anything. I was just like surviving, but I was having fun. So I'm 28 now, and have I reached my top speed? No, I don't think so. I have more to give, I have more in the tank, and I know that. And if I stopped now, I'm never going to find what it is. And just like what my dad, he is 56, and he was saying last night, if he got better at his working out habits and got in the gym and things like that, and his new bike that he has and how well he's riding it, he truly believes when he gets in better shape, he's faster than what he was 5 years ago whenever he was in a national championship chase with one other person. So that just goes to show age is just a number. It all kind of comes down to how much effort you give, how much work you're willing to do, and just where you're at in your life. So just keep that in mind. And quitting is never a good thing, and it's a lot easier to do in team sports without it being super noticeable. This is a, for the most part, individual sport. You do, like, it does take a good team around you to help you get through the races and things like that, but it's you versus you on the bike. And if you're quitting, whether you actually stop, like quit, literally quit, or you just kind of slow way down and just mentally quit kind of thing, you can tell it on paper. It's not something you can hide, and it's not something you got your teammates you can hide behind. It's you versus you. So yeah, those would be my top two things. And yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there. If you got a question, shoot me a message, drop a comment, whatever you want to do. Happy to answer it.